What a week, Harv. What a week, huh?
This is insane.
It is. I
This is
mean,
crazy.
I mean, it it's like we understand injuries are a part of a part of football, but the Cowboys have really got dinged up this week, huh, Harv?
Yep.
I mean, it started off with Trayvon Diggs. I know you were able to go live. I appreciate that. Thank you for holding it down. I was a little bit busy, but for the most part, I mean, the Trayvon Diggs, man, that hurts. You know what I mean? Because
It does.
Trayvon was playing some good ball lately, man. I mean, he's been literally playing some really good ball. Harv, is there anything that you would say about Trayvon Diggs?
Look, man, I think I was the one probably that was hardest on Trayvon Diggs. And I said it before, like he had a down year and he had an up year, and it was kind of up and down. And for him to go through those things and for this year to have the year that he was having so far, man, it breaks your heart because it seems like is he didn't reach his potential, I guess I could say, right, Jerry?
Well,
He didn't put it all together, is what I'm saying.
I think that we were trying. It looked like the first couple of weeks, especially week one. I mean, it looked like he was really starting to figure out the cornerback position, and I think a lot of it goes to Stephon Gilmore, man.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, because the ball hawking, that's second nature to him, man. Like it's easy. In fact, I think that's what gets him in trouble. But
Yeah.
damn, it's a big blow. But let's go ahead and talk about some of these inactives. But let's say what's up to our fam real quick. Jose Pais, what's up, bro?
Jose, what's up?
No Center and Martin. Just to clarify, these are the inactives for the Cardinals, right? Tyler Biadasz, Zach
For the
Martin,
Cowboys.
Israel. I'm sorry, for the Cowboys. Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, Israel Makuma, Eric Scott, Jalen Brooks, Junior Fajuco, Trey Lance will be the emergency quarterback. Um, we do have Tyron Smith. He is active, which is weird, right? Because I think that it was supposed to be like a game time decision,
Yep.
and for whatever reason, um, I don't know, man. We're seeing two reports right now. One says that it looks like he's active. This is by Patrick with no C Walker. Okay, this is a phenomenal. He's like the Cowboys um beat writer and writes great articles, but I mean he's the one that's really locked in with the Cowboys. He says Tyron Smith is active. Returning today is Donovan Wilson, Brandon Cooks. Harf. I thought he was gonna be gone for quite some time.
That's what I thought the same thing. I technically would have probably arrested him, but if he's ready to go, why not?
He's ready to go. He's ready to go. And last but not least, Tyler Smith. He's making his return. And of course, Brock Hoffman and TJ Bass are set to start. Harv, I know you said it at the beginning of the year, and I know there were some people, including myself, were like, okay, look, I mean, you said it first, man. You said, hey, man, this offensive line is kind of shaky. Harv, damn, it is. I mean, it is gonna be a rough road, man. I mean, regardless of this should be a Cowboys win against this Cardinals team, but these Cardinals team had to lead on both on in both their games. They had to lead, Harv.
Yeah, this is not a and I think I did the Bill Belichick thing earlier the week. I said, look, man, you have to act like this team is 2-0 and they're one of the top teams in the NFL because Dobbs is playing good ball. You have to be very careful. Now we have the news of all the offensive line and what's going on. It's the NFL, man. I don't care who you play. They come to play every Sunday. So we'll see about the offensive line. I said it before, man. You have to think, Jerry. Is Jerry Jones thinking to himself, have I failed this team? And
I mean,
I'm just saying that as depth in the offensive line. Now, that is still has to be seen, right? Because at the end of the day, these guys have to play. Now, do I think we have the right backups in place? Now that I'm looking at it, some of these guys are pretty good. The only thing I'm iffy about is the center position.
I will
But
say, I will say, man, you're right. TJ Bass, Aduga, wow. But go
yeah,
ahead, center.
but Asim Richards as well. I love him as a swing tackle as well. But looking at everything, the center, I think TJ Bass can play center. I honestly think he can. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm glad that this is happening now and not later. So, and plus, Jerry, these guys get experience as well.
Fernando says, Javier, you stopped the TikTok stream too early. You see that last drive face blue white eyes.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Uh,
pretty crazy.
M Stight says, rock and roll cast and cast heads. Let's get this dub today.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Hi guys, Jerry, hurry and get to the Elks for the tailgate and game. Yeah, it's. I went last week to a tailgate party right after the live. I went. I hung out there. I'll tell you this, man. It is fun, man. Like to actually have the same amount of people, especially rooting for the Cowboys. But I'm pretty sure there's some non-Cowboy, fan base there. But
You know
for,
what they need to do? They need to follow us, man.
I believe they are following us already.
Are they? I know Monica, obviously, but yeah, man, I heard it was a good time. So
It
if,
was. It
if
was.
I'm ever, I'm gonna tell you what, the way you describe it, man, I want to fly down there and get some of that grub, Jerry.
And we got two excellent chefs. One that's on the grill, and one that makes these wings. Man, I was just trying to figure out what was it, right? And I was like, man, I know it can be barbecue. It's sweet, but it's hot. I was like, man, he must be doing like some kind of teriyaki. And I told him, and he's like, no, no, you won't guess it. I'm like,
He-
dang. Well, he doesn't want to give it up, man. Uh, Fernando says, I like what he said. Like I told Javier, Jerry, we may need to get as many turnovers if Diggs was in, but the coverage will stay the same.
so we may not get as many turnovers. Yeah,
Fernando, but I believe that this defensive line is intentionally trying to get to the quarterback before he can even throw it. So I think that they're competing with the secondary as a team, of course.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's friendly. It's all it's you know what I'm saying. Like it's competitive nature. I think that this defensive line is really when you see them play hard. I mean, I don't know if you see this. It looks like they're trying to get more sacks than interceptions. Doesn't you don't you get this vibe from this defense?
Yeah, man, it's like they're trying to get to that quarterback as fast as they can before he even throws the ball,
I
man.
mean, so I believe they were saying it was like 76% pass rate.
That's crazy. That's
John
crazy,
Ferguson
man.
says, "Who's gonna replace Diggs on TikTok?" I believe Deron Bland. I mean,
Deron Bland.
the good thing is in training camp he played outside corner.
Yep, he
Black
did.
Mamba,
Black Mamba, what's up?
Black Mamba. Jose País, the Elks esperando el Jello y Pudding y Jerry podcast. Nembe. Man, I'll tell you this, Jose País. I don't know what Elks Lodge you've been going to, but just so you know, man. I mean, three presidents, three significant presidents have been a part of a Elks Lodge, man, including my favorite president, John F. Kennedy or
Ooh,
JFK. Fernando says even Parsons said it on his podcast. It's not going to be easy. They have to come ready. I did see that. I saw the clip on that. I
yeah.
love to see that, Harv. I mean, what do you want to see now, especially specifically with his defense with no trade eggs?
No, I think everybody's gonna keep an eye on the I guess rotation because I don't foresee Dan Quinn just leaving Deron Bland out there. I really don't see that. I think it just depends on situations. He might, I don't know, but why not kind of experiment a little bit? I'm not saying they should do that, but I'm just saying the Cardinals are not that good offensively. Okay, let's just be honest. But I'm saying maybe you can have some different scenarios where you can kind of trade off people. So I don't know. I think Deron Band stays outside. I think that's his spot. And Austin Jordan Lewis slides into the middle, and then you got Noah kind of in the depth, and then Izzy could play middle too. So
And let's not forget that Noah was a first round draft pick too, Harv.
he
I
was.
mean, we should be good. You know what I mean? And I would like to see Eric Scott. I don't know why he's inactive, Harp. I mean, why? I mean, the guy. I feel he has the same system as you know what I mean. He has the same system as, or not system, but the same kind of game style as Trey Diggs.
I believe,
Jose,
yeah.
Jose, but he says Dallas must think these next two games are easy enough for us to rest some of our guys. This was me and you talked about this, but we didn't talk about it on our live, right? And we did mention that some Cowboys content creators were saying, "Hey, man, just rest up everybody this game, man." I mean, and on the offensive line, but Harv, what do you think? I mean, I don't even think we have a choice at this point, huh?
No, there's no choice, honestly. But
These guys need to
for
get healthy.
for me, I would have still had Tyrone Smith active and Tyler Smith, and just put a Doga and Asim Richards out there, but still have them, on the active roster on the sideline in case something happens. And why not? Why not see what they got against this Cardinals defense?
I'm gonna
What?
say this. I think that Jose is right though. I think they feel like comfortable enough, like matching up this defense against that offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Black Mamba. See, I said recruit. She or I guess she's saying draft
yeah,
is right.
she did. She
She did
did.
say that.
She did say that.
And I think it was John. Who was it? John Michael Schmitz, right? I believe
Yep.
he was one of the big name or the older. He was one of the older type players, but yeah, it is what it is. The O line needs to be on the stick today. Cards have a good number of sacks this year. That's by M Stein.
Interesting.
I got to fact check that, man. Let me
I
see.
got I gotta check that too.
I mean, hold on a minute because hold on. Let me. I mean, I'm not trying to call you out, but I just want to see.
That's one of those things I didn't know. You never know, man. These guys have some stats. You're like, what? I gotta see this too.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. So let's see. When they faced off against the Giants, they had a total of let's see here. They didn't have any sacks.
No.
They didn't have no sacks against the
Wait,
Giants.
hold on.
No, I'm telling you, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the stat sheet right here. 0 sacks against the Giants. Let's go back. Who did play the Commodes week 1, right?
Oh, from the 2023 season, Dennis Gardick has 3. Victor Demoji has 1.5. Jonathan Ledbetter has 1. Carlos Watkins has 1. Kazir White has 1. Licky Fotu has a half a sack. Wow. Okay. Is that 9 sacks that I'm looking at? There's no way. They didn't have 9 sacks against the Commanders, did they?
I mean, unless NFL.com is mistaken.
Yeah, I'm looking at 9 sacks for the season, Jerry. That's insane. I didn't know that about them. That's interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 sacks against the Commanders. Yeah, 6 sacks. Jonathan Ledbetter, Carlos Watkins, but Carlos Watkins is not playing. Dennis Gardick had 2 sacks. Victor Demicki had a sack. Lekai Fotu had a sack. So I'm guessing they all came against Commanders, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, the Commanders always had like a real shaky offensive line. I think they always had that one stud, right? And I don't even think he's with them anymore, right? Kent's Pat Talk. Hey, if you guys love if you TikTok, anybody like the New England Patriots, make sure you go to Ken's Pat Talk on YouTube and give them a subscribe. Hey, help us subscribe, man. Help us get to 1,000. That's our goal right now. I'll tell you this, you guys. I want to say thank you so much. I am truly great. I'm truly grateful for everybody that's really helped us along this way. I think we hit the 800. We did hit the 800 marker just recently, right, Harv?
Yep.
So that was a big milestone for us. Round of applause to everybody. Monica says, "Come on now, Javi." Good luck today. Hey, good luck to I mean, Patriots looking good right now against the Jets, aren't they?
They are. They are.
Ultra Cowboy win for Trey. Let's go. Bring that smoke, man. Hey, the love is real for Trey, man. I'll tell
Yep.
you this. Even his brother had the black, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, that was so awesome. This year, this early buy will be great for us. You know what? I think right now you're right, Black Mamba. Well said. Because I'll tell you this, come week 5, Harv, that's gonna be a crazy matchup, man. So we need these guys to hurry up and get healthy. Buffalo sauce, right? Yes, the I was asking the buffalo sauce for the chicken wings that was prepared. Wow, it was off the chain. Never never tried that concoction before. Cowboy fans that are worried need to tuck it. But you give me in trouble one of
He's
these days.
gonna get Ultra Cowboy, man.
Diggs got burned twice last game, and once he was saved by D-Law and Hooker. Oh, come on. Don't do that to him, Ultra Cowboy. Week 1, he made us all proud on week 1, man. What do you say? Regaton.
Reggaeton for life.
Regaton for life. Okay. I don't get it, but hey, music pops sometimes. Diggs got burnt last week like a sailor in a Liberty port. Jeez Louise. Eric Scott is a 2024 prospect. They're gonna do the Jalen Tolbert treatment to him, huh? Or,
Yep. Yep.
man, I want to see Jalen Tolbert too, man. But Brandon Cooks is back, Harv.
You never know, man.
We better not sleep on these guys. Black Mamba says, any given Sunday, I hope we make the quarterback very uncomfortable. Ultra Cowboy win for Trey. When we criticize Mike McCarthy, we look like idiots. We really do, man.
We do. I'll take it. I don't care. I'll take it in the chin.
But I've already learned, man. You got to be careful. Loyalty for lifetime on TikTok. What's going on? He says, "Let's go Cowboys." What's up, 956ers?
956ers. Is that what he said?
Yeah. He did say that.
That's funny. That we need
do it.
a cap like that. 956ers.
I mean, you're definitely stirring up the pot there. What do you say? We need to
Sign Greedy
sign
Williams.
Williams. Man, he gets smoked like
Yeah,
a
he
lot.
does.
What do you say? Hell no, unless you're gonna play Trey Lance. What? Why would we play Trey Lance?
I don't know.
And who's out online? Right now it's Zach Barton and Tyler Biadash, but our viewers saying that there's a report that it could be a little bit more serious for Tyler Biadash than what we think, right?
I'm not gonna say for sure, but I'm hearing that they might be a little bit more serious than they think, man.
That's crazy. Rev, go be a Redskin fact. No hating allowed on Diggs. D Mallory says I'll be watching on Hulu. Are we available on Hulu? That'd be kind of cool, right?
Oh,
How about the no, not Hulu. It's what's the streaming service?
Prime.
No, it's one that a lot of people get to go on. Are a part of. How about those Commanders? Bills dropped a house on them, or some other heavy metaphor. That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I will say, right? But back on the Mike McCarthy, our he has a plan, man. He always has a plan, doesn't he?
Wait, this is the thing that I criticize, and I'm not gonna back down from. If you're a head coach, right, and there's problems, why do you continue to let it happen? That's what the part I don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things. You have a faucet and it leaks, and you close it all the way, it keeps leaking, and you still pay your $300 water bill, and you just continue to do it, and you don't fix it. Well, don't complain that you're paying $300 if your faucet's leaking. He just never fixed it. I think Jerry Jones had an ultimatum with him and said, "Listen, if this doesn't work out, man, you're on the hot seat pretty much." And he said, "Okay, that's fine. Let me do it my way, though." And that's what you're getting. You're getting the Mike McCarthy is doing things the way he wants them done, which is a good thing.
It's a great thing, Harv. I mean, we're really getting to see his actual team manifest right in front of our eyes. Jose Baez, this is when we all get worried knowing we hardly ever have good backups on the roster, at least on the offensive side. I mean, that at one point I don't think that was the case, but for whatever reason, it's like we've lost the bad guard that we had, right? Every year, right? And we just didn't do anything to really like solidify that left guard position, Harv. And
So this is the problem, and this is a huge problem for the Dallas Cowboys. Who has been on the Dallas Cowboys staff, offensive staff, that's had developed these players like fully to the full extent of their potential?
as far as coaching wise,
Yes.
I mean, well, everybody's kind of basically new this year, Harv.
Like, so my point to that is Dan Quinn has been here what, 3 years?
Oh yes, he's been the one
He
consistent.
he came in here and he knows what he wants. He knows how to groom these guys. He knows how to coach them. And you're getting what Will McClay is what Will McClay does, bring in the best available players for what he wants, and Dan Quinn is making them ensure that they play to their potential. I don't see it on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, Mike McCarthy better hurry up and okay. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Mike McCarthy. I don't want to get in trouble because then he makes us look bad. Dak better change his mindset of not running. It will help the line out as well. You know what? I think this is kind of what I'm kind of curious to see, and I actually wanted to actually get into that. Harv, we need to see him run more, man. I mean, we already know what happens when Dak gets running in the running game. What happens?
It's over, man. It's over. You go for 24 for 24, 300 yards, 3 TDs. Like it, it's true.
He is the best quarterback in the NFL. It's true. It's true. Uh, Commanders getting beat up like oh wow,
Oh my
no.
god, Ultra Cowboy.
Black Mamba at JP, I agree. Mike McCarthy is not the coach. Jerry Jones is the coach. Oh, Black Mamba, you still believe that? You know it, Black Mamba. A lot of schoolmaker blocking today.
I agree with that. That's
And,
100%.
and
Look,
Hunter Lupke too, man.
I'm going to tell you to protect the quarterback and ensure that this offensive line goes where we want them to go, hopefully, because of the backups. I say tight ends are going to play a big game or a big portion of this game plan, I believe. I think once you start getting these tight ends involved, it's going to take a lot of pressure off your quarterback and your offensive line, help them block, get them in the run game early, start getting them out there on open space with these linebackers or safeties, whatever you want, and just kind of run meshes with them, just kind of confuse them, man. I think if they do that with the tight ends early, it's going to be over, man, especially with Brandon Cooks.
I think these signs are special, Harv. I mean, like you said, ever since last year. I mean, when we saw 4 tight ends on the field, we were moving people, Harv.
Nobody could stop us.
Nobody could stop us. And I mean, you pointed it out too. I think it's pronounced it's Red E, right? Because it's spelled RED and then it has an E. That's the TikTok username. He says this could be a trap game. Tyler and Martin are out, shaking my head. And he also says Jerry hasn't interfered in a decade as far as the coaching wise. And we running left side.
They said Tyler's out. I don't think Tyler's out.
No, Tyler Smith is in.
Yeah.
Who said Tyler's out?
I think it's Red. He said Tyler and Martin are out.
Oh, but it's Tyler Biadash
Oh,
and,
Tyler Biadasz.
and Zach
Oh
Martin.
yeah, yeah.
Not Tyler Smith. Tyler
We'll
Smith.
we'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see Tyler Smith because I mean he's our future on that line, Harp. Jose País, we put all our chips on the starters and once they are out, so are we. Ooh, damn. This has
I
been this has
I
been
said this.
this has been something for the Cowboys, right? Did the Cowboys sign up a couple guys off practice squad, center guard or something?
Yep. So they brought up Hoffman and they brought up Hurlo from the Giants when they picked him up on the practice squad. So they got those two. They should be active. So, or Hoffman obviously because he's starting. I mean Hoffman, but Hurlo is also active, I believe.
And then Black Mamba, we got to play smart on both ends. We will win, but it will be battle.
I think so, man.
Harv, I'll tell you this much right now. The one thing that people would like to, or like the so-called pro football experts, the non. When I say football experts, I'm not talking about like mainstream media. I'm talking about like, people that we may know or just Cowboy haters in general, they always want to point out that the Cowboys cannot stop the run. I will say this: Joshua Dobbs does have that running effect, and you know what? Daniel Jones was able to get a couple yards in this. Zach Wilson tried it. I think he had like two of them for good gainers, but the Cowboys when they got locked in, Harv, this defense is solid, man. But what do you think, man? I mean, we are. Let's see. There's still a bunch of teams. I mean, everybody's in the fourth quarter. I mean, still a bunch of football left. But before we get going, man, let's get right into it, man. Uh, we talked about the Cards earlier in the week. There's nothing really on defense that really wows us. I mean, yeah, okay, that stat line right there of the sacks, that's pretty impressive. Um, but they really don't have that superstar on or that tone setter.
You want my prediction?
Yes.
38-7.
Oh shoot. What's the spread?
I don't care.
Let's take a look at that real quick.
I
So
don't care. Look, listen. If you look at it, shout out to Jerry because Jerry does very great work when it comes to the shorts on YouTube for us for the Cowboys Cast. But if you look that clip that Jerry made of Javon Curse or Jerron Curse talking to Parsons and Ware and Dak, the way he's talking, the way Micah Parsons is talking, DeMarcus Lawrence, like they look, listen, man. They don't have time to be messing around right now. And I'm telling you right now, these guys are so about business today that they're going to take care of business. And I think it's going to be a 38-7 shellacking. Honestly, I think like I said it again, let's have these tight ends, work them early in the run game, in the pass game, open it up to CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks, and I think we'll be fine. But I telling you right now, this defense is not playing, man. They're all about business.
they're all in, man. They're locked in. I think that they are really locked in. And I love how they actually are holding offense accountable, right? Because you're talking about the J. Ron Curse, J.K. when he looks at Dak and man that thing was wow, man. That I mean you could tell. I mean that's great to see that J. Ron and Micah and all these guys are stepping up and becoming the leaders. Dallas are listed as 13-point favorites, Harv, and the over under is 43. I got a little bit behind here. Uh,
Yeah, yep.
we got a place smart. Okay, no, it's right here. JP, you are on point today. Jose Baez, you're on point today. Yeah, I thought Harlow. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
I still think we got the dub, but it will be closer than we would like. That's by Jose Baez and 17-14 Cowboys. Jose Baez. That's very
Ooh.
slow. I mean, that's very low. It's a very low game. Look, I don't think that the Cowboys are going to shy away from taking those shots down the field. I don't, I can foresee them going, I would say 27-6 Dallas Cowboys. So I'm going to go under the 43 point marker. Harv, what's your bold prediction for the game?
Bold
Herbert has
prediction?
thrown 45 times today. Wow. That's by Rev. Rev just gave us that update, Harv.
Man, they're
45
probably
times, Harv?
yeah, and they're probably about to lose. They're driving to score.
It's 28-24.
And Vikings are driving. Hey, that's what you get, man. That's what you get. That is not the philosophy. Not when you have this kind of defense.
Hey, I know some Cowboy haters straight up saying,
What did he say? Who is that? I can't even tell. It's just a smiley face. As a Cowboy fan, us and the Eagles deserve our own category away from them.
I mean, I would still put the Cowboys 1A and the Eagles like third. You know what I mean?
He just said, bro, Washington just joined the Giants in a 40-0 category.
Really? me see these scores, man.
Wow. It's red. Red says 60-3. I guess he's the
That's
prediction.
wow. That means that this Texas Coast offense is lighting them up. If the Cards break 10 points, I'll be surprised. Right, 34-10, resting on the fourth legs. Go Cowboys. What's your bold prediction, Harv, for today's game?
My bold prediction will be the Ron Blanc gets a pick 6.
Oh, dang, that's a good one, man. And I think that he already has one at week 1. Rev says Eagles got one Super Bowl. They can be in their category by themselves. That's so funny. 28-7 Cow. Oh, Diana Zuniga, good to have you back. 28-7 Cowboys. Time to add the bird to the
Parrilla.
Woo,
Let's go.
good times, man, right? But other than that, I mean, man, Deron Bland with a pick 6. That means that he's doing really good. He stepped in for Trey Diggs. I want to say, give me 3 sacks by Micah Parsons, man.
Okay.
Kind of safe, but
I'll add a bonus to it too.
yeah. What's your bonus?
I think Ferguson, Hendershot, and Schoonmaker all have a touchdown.
Damn, that's a good one. That is a good one. Dak wants to feed these tight ends, man, and I think that Hendershot needs to get off that. I don't know for whatever reason, like from Cowboys Nation. I don't know why Peyton Hendershot is getting any kind of hate. Harv, didn't he come out with that stat where he had 0 drops in college?
He did.
People forget this.
Yeah,
Oh,
they do.
oh, I'm good. I don't need Henny. I don't need Hendershot. Oh man, you're a fool if you think that way. I'll tell you this much right now. You make sure Hendershot gets the ball and he messes up. You got to keep on feeding it to him. And you know what? Let him get his confidence back. It's just like anything. Rev says no Buda Baker today. That helps.
Yep.
Yeah, no Buda Baker, no Carlos Watkins. I mean, they're really banged up on.
Yeah, Buda Baker was put on IR actually.
Yeah. He even said, look, it's red. It's red D. Right says Buda was put on IR a week ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. With a security blanket of Martin being out, we'll miss with Dak's timing. Sad but true. Man, I think not only that, but man, everything goes so nice with the actual Russian attack through his line, man, through his side.
Look, Jose just needs to prenda la vela, bro.
M Stein says, when I'm around, I love watching the cast. Thanks for what you guys do. DC for life.
Man, appreciate
man,
it, brother.
we appreciate you too, man. Hey. That's for every single one of y'all, like, along for the ride and interacting with us and having this healthy discourse, right? And please, as always, subscribe. It doesn't cost you to subscribe.
It's just free, man.
Man, 1K. Can we get there? Can you guys help us get there before week? When's the trade deadline, Harv?
Week
Is it 6?
6, I think.
8?
No, 8.
How about this? Can we get to 1,000 before the trade deadline?
Y'all need to tell your wife, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your second cousin, your second on your aunt's cousin on the other side of the family, your neighbor, everybody, man. Tell them subscribe.
Go onto your if you can go onto your parents' cell phones.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Log their Gmail into their YouTube, download it, and subscribe for them. Whatever it takes.
And put the bell notification for them so they can get on.
How many subscribers are we on? I mean, are we at?
I think we're at 812 right now. 812, somewhere there. Yep, 812.
All right, man. Appreciate that. And thank you, Red. He says it's week 8. Lamb goes for 180 and two tutties.
2 tutties? Dang. Okay.
Damn, man.
That's a good one.
Hey, he needs a tutty too, man. Like, I mean, he's been.
Yeah, he does.
I'm just saying. But That's it for us, man. We will be
Hey,
back on the
hold up.
posting.
Hold on, man. Jose just sent me a picture, man. I gotta show y'all. This is pretty cool though. I want to say it's a blanket. I want one of these, man. Look,
De la vela.
prenda la vela blanket, bro.
Is that sold by our local comedian
Was it Raymond?
Raymond Horta?
Yeah. That's
Wow,
pretty cool. I like that.
it is pretty cool. Well, that's it, man. We will be back for post game. We will give you our overreaction. Win or lose, hey, but they're gonna win. That's it for us.
TikTok, be nice.
What he says? It's a oh, he says it's a t-shirt, Harv.
Oh, it's a t-shirt?
Yeah,
Oh no, bro. I gotta have that.
man, this guy's doing it. Hey, shout out to TikTok. Appreciate the 1,400 likes. We really do. But that's it for us.
Keep it real.